Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another day where we will be reading the Word of God as we continue with our journey to read through the Bible in 365 days. If you are listening to me on TikTok, this should be episode 68 for you. And if you're watching me via YouTube, this is episode 101. Okay, this is day 68 for those who are on TikTok, and this is episode 101 for those who are on YouTube. We continue on our journey, and today we will be finishing the book of Numbers because we are reading Numbers 35 and Numbers 36. We are about to see the death of Moses, and we are about to see Joshua taking over, and taking over the leadership of this great company that the Lord has in the wilderness. And this has been a great journey with Moses since Exodus, even up to this point. Of course, it's not the last we are hearing of him because we're still about to do the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy is actually like catching up, repetition of what has already happened. Like we did yesterday, you discover that yesterday we were recapping the journey of the children of Israel, every point where they stopped, the directions they took and all that. So the book of Deuteronomy is actually a recap of so many things that happened in the journey from Egypt all the way even up to this point that we are at right now. And then we get into the book of Joshua and continue on. But today we will be doing we'll be finishing the book of Numbers. We'll be seeing the death of Moses and what that pertains to that, and that will be the end of the book of Numbers for us. For those who have been following this, may God bless you so much. If you have given me a follow on TikTok because of this or based on this, God bless you so much. It is not easy. It is not normal. Many people are looking for exciting things. They are looking for dramas. They are looking for skits. They are looking for something to make them laugh. And there was a certain discussion that I was listening to on last Sunday, but one, where someone was saying that the concentration of people has been studied and seen to have fallen very, very low. Why? Because of things like TikTok. Because TikTok encourages people to do short things, short videos. People do not have time to listen to 20 minutes of reading the Bible. So to find people that can follow you because of what you are doing, because of a journey through the Bible, because of leading through the Bible. And many of our episodes, there's none of these episodes that go below 15 minutes. So having people that give you a follow or a like or even comment and encourage you to continue doing this, it's really praiseworthy. So it takes a special person. This is what I mean. It takes a special person to see the goodness in this. So if you are one of those that have seen the goodness in this or the word of this, God bless you so much. And those that have subscribed on YouTube, God bless you so much. Those that have encouraged me. Our YouTube channel that I'm uploading this is not for, it does not have so many subscribers. I don't even think we have hit 200 subscribers at this moment. Maybe God giving us grace will open doors and eyes of men and they will subscribe, and by the grace of God. But as at this moment, as at the point of putting up this video, we were not anywhere near 200 subscribers, but the grace is sufficient. Okay, so also this is not for entertainment. As I've said, this is a journey through the Bible. May God bless you so much. As having said that, let's finish this book, the book of Numbers, and continue this journey even as we go forward. Numbers chapter number 35, verse 1, the Bible says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan near Jericho, saying, Command the children of Israel that they give unto the Levites of the inheritance of their possession cities to dwell in, and ye shall give also unto the Levites suburbs in for the cities round about them, and the cities shall they have to dwell in, and the suburbs of them shall be of for their cattle and for their goods, and and for their beasts. And the suburbs of the cities which ye shall give unto the Levites shall reach from the wall of the city and outward 1,000 cubits round about. And ye shall measure from without the city on the east side 2,000 cubits, and on the south side 2,000 cubits, and on the west side 2,000 cubits, and on the north side 2,000 cubits. And the city shall be in the midst. This shall be to them the suburbs of the cities. And among the cities which ye shall give unto the Levites, there shall be 6 cities for refuge, which ye shall appoint for the manslayer, that he may flee thither. And to them ye shall add 42 cities. Now, something that I need to remind you, in Israel there were no jails. They did not have jails in Israel. The penalties were, you pay a fine, or if you have done something that demands you die, you die. So there were no jails. Nobody was held in jails and so on and so forth. But what they had were called cities of refuge. Cities of refuge were, if you had done a crime whose penalty is death, and maybe you think or you are innocent, but you know that this thing I've done, if people catch me, they will not want to know that I am innocent. They will just kill me. So what you would do is that you would run to the cities of refuge. They had 6 cities of refuge, and in these cities, if you ran and entered there, nobody would pursue you further. Therein, nobody would kill you, nobody would penalize you, or want you to pay for what you did. But the day you come out of, so you are supposed henceforth to live there forever. The day you come out of that city and a person meets you, that person was obligated to kill you. So it was like a jail of sorts, but you had freedom. It's not like, I've never been to jail or even to a cell. And I'm not saying that so that I may go there tomorrow, God forbid. But I've never been in there. But I've been told that in jail, everything is rationed. Even your sleep, you don't sleep the way you think or the way you feel. Now, in these cities of refuge, you are allowed to live the way you want, and nobody would, And if you were kicked out of a city of refuge, you had to run to another city of refuge. So these are the ones. And then another direction we see Moses giving the children of Israel. Remember, Moses will not be going beyond this point with the children of Israel. So he's now leaving his last directions to them. And he's telling them that the Levites would live at the far end of their cities. They would section out the farthest, what we call the outskirts of the cities or the suburbs of the city. That is where the Levites would live, and then the cities would be in between. So the cities would be surrounded by Levites. Every city that they have, every land that they have, they would be surrounded by Levites all around, and they would live in between. Okay. Verse number 7 says, so all the cities which ye shall give to the Levites shall be 48 cities, and then shall ye give with them shall ye give with their suburbs, and the cities which ye shall give shall be of the possession of the children of Israel. For from them that have many ye shall give many, but from them that are few ye shall give few. Everyone shall give of his cities unto the Levites according to his inheritance which he inherited. Verse 9 says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye be come over Jordan into the land of Canaan, then ye shall appoint your cities to be cities of refuge for you, that the slayer may flee thither, that the slayer may flee thither, which killeth any person at unawares, as I've said. And they shall be unto you cities of refuge from the avenger, that the manslayer die not until he stand before the congregation in judgment. And of these cities which ye shall give 6 cities shall ye have for refuge. Ye shall give 3 cities on this side of Jordan, and 3 cities shall ye give in the land of Canaan, which shall be cities of refuge. These 6 cities shall be a refuge both for the children of Israel and for the stranger and for the sojourner among them, that everyone that killeth any person unawares may flee thither. And if he smite him with an instrument of iron so that he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. And if he smite him with throwing a stone wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. Or if he smite him with an hand weapon of wood wherewith he may die, and he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. The revenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer. When he meeteth him, he shall slay him. Verse 20 says, but if he thrust him of hatred and hurl at him by laying of weight that he die, or in enmity smite him with hand that he die, he that smote him shall surely be put to death, for he is a murderer. The revenger of blood shall slay the murderer when he meeteth him. But if he thrust him suddenly without enmity, or have cast upon him anything without laying of weight, or with any stone wherewith the man may die, seeing him not, and cast it upon him that he die, and was not his enemy, neither sought his harm, then the congregation shall judge between the slayer and the revenger of blood according to these judgments. And the congregation shall deliver the slayer out of the hand of the revenger of blood, and the congregation shall restore him in the city of his refuge, whither he was fled. And he shall abide in it unto the death of the high priest, which was anointed with the holy oil. But if the slayer shall at any time come without the border of the city of his refuge, whither he was fled, and the revenger of blood find him without the border of the city of his refuge, then the revenger of blood kill the slayer, he shall not be guilty of blood, because he should have remained in the city of his refuge until the death of the high priest. But after the death of the high priest, the slayer shall return into the land of his possession. So these things shall be for a statute of judgment unto you throughout your generations in all your dwellings. I feel like saying something, but I feel like reading on until I finish, then I say it all. Whoso, verse 30 says, whoso killeth any person, the murderer shall be put to death by the mouth of witnesses, but one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall be surely put to death. 32 says, and ye shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled in the city of his refuge, that he should come again to dwell in the land until the death of the high priest. So 33 says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of blood that is shed therein, but by blood of him that shed it. Verse 34, which is the last verse of Numbers 35, says, defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I the Lord dwell among the children of Israel. What I wanted to say is just to explain, although I have explained it beforehand, I was saying that if you killed a person by accident, or even first, if you killed a person intentionally, you were angry and you said, I'm going to kill them, and you waylaid them and you beat them up and they die, you were supposed to be killed. You are also supposed to be killed. That there was no debate about that. But if you killed a person accidentally, without knowing, there's no animosity, maybe you are throwing something haphazardly and you hit someone and the person dies, is not your enemy, there was nothing, there was no revenge, there was nothing, you had nothing against them, then you had first of all to run to the city of refuge. Then a day of judgment would be set, and you would come and you would say what happened, and then you would be judged. After being judged, you were supposed to return to the city of refuge and stay there until the priest dies. The priest that was anointed in that time dies. When the priest died, you would come back to your land. However, if you stayed, you are supposed to stay in the city of refuge until a certain priest dies. In your era, the high priest dies. So how long you stayed there was determined by how long the priest is going to live, the high priest is going to live. So if you got out of the city of refuge before the high priest died, and then the person who wanted to revenge, maybe the king that you killed, maybe a relative that you killed, or a person meets you that is supposed to revenge the blood that you shed, meets you out of the city of refuge, and the priest has not died, they were obligated to kill you. So you were supposed to live within the city of refuge until the priest died. Anyway, our last chapter of the book of Numbers, this is Numbers chapter number 36. Verse 1, the Bible says, and the chief fathers of the families of the children of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of the sons of Joseph, came near and spake before Moses and before the princes of the chief fathers of the children of Israel. And they said, the Lord commanded my Lord to give the land of an inheritance by lot to the children of Israel. And my Lord was commanded by the Lord to give an inheritance of Zelophehad, our brother, unto his daughters. Remember, there was a case we had where a man only had daughters, and the daughters came and they said they would appeal to God that they be given land in the land of Canaan. This is where now this is what they are talking about. Verse 3 says, and if they be married to any of the sons of our other tribes of the children of Israel, then shall their inheritance be taken from the inheritance of our fathers, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall it be taken from the lot of our inheritance. And when the jubilee of the children of Israel shall be, then shall their inheritance be put unto the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they were received. So shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. And Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of the Lord, saying, the tribe of the sons of Joseph hath said, well, this is the thing which the Lord doth command concerning the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, let them marry to whom they think best. Only to the family of the tribe of their fathers shall they marry. So shall not the inheritance of the children of Israel remove from the tribe of from the tribe to tribe. For every one of the children of Israel shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. Now, what is happening here is that we have discussed and we have agreed that the daughters of Zelophehad, they will receive an inheritance. However, their tribesmen come and ask a very pertinent question. They say, what if we give land to these daughters and then they get married to another tribe? That means that our land will diminish because our land will go to another tribe. So they said, let's put it in agreement that these daughters, the only way they keep the land that they will be given is if they get married within the tribe, within our tribe. But if they fall in love, love has no boundaries. If they fall in love and they get married without the tribe, without our tribe, then they forfeit also the inheritance of the land. And Moses says, you have spoken well, so that your land will not diminish, you will not be diminished. Now, verse 8 says, and every daughter that possesseth an inheritance in any tribe of the children of Israel shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father, that the children of Israel may enjoy every man the inheritance of his father. Now, this agreement was also replicated in other tribes, because I have heard people arguing and saying that daughters in Israel did not inherit, but we see that the daughters usually would inherit. It is just that it was not outspoken. So they would still inherit. But Moses puts it in the law that if you inherit land as daughter and then you get married outside the tribe, you were supposed to forfeit the land so that it stays within your family or within your tribe. But if you get married within the tribe, you kept the land. So verse 9 says, Neither shall the inheritance remove from one tribe to another tribe, but every one of the tribe of the children of Israel shall keep himself to his own inheritance. Verse 10 says, even as the Lord commanded Moses, so did the daughters of Zelophehad, for Mela, Tirzah, and Hoglah, and Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zelophehad, were married unto their father's brothers' sons. Verse 12 says, and they were married into the families of the sons of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, and their inheritance remained in the tribe of the family of their father. Verse 13, which is the last verse of Numbers 36, and the last verse for us today, and the last verse of the book of Numbers says, these are the commandments and the judgments which the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses unto the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. That marks the end of our reading through the book of Numbers. And it has been a good journey. We have learned a lot. I cannot put it all together at this point, but if you have followed the journey up to this point, I know you have learned a lot. Sometimes we look at all these restrictions that God was given to the children of Israel, and we see them as restrictions. But if you look at them keenly, you will see all the benefits, because the wisdom of God is way above the wisdom of men. If you look, for example, at the animals they were told not to eat, you will discover that those animals are actually the ones that still bring diseases. You know, the meat, if you continue eating the meat of those animals, at some point you'll be sickly, and you may not live actually to the end of your or to the end of your life. You may cut your life short. Another thing about Sabbath, I was listening to something, and it's good to give credit where credit is. I was listening to another video, and someone was saying about Sabbath, and he said that it has been noted, a research was done of people who keep Sabbath, people who keep away from work. And this is the religious Sabbath. I'm talking about the religious Sabbath, that they don't go to work on Sundays or on Saturdays, or even one day. I have some friends who are in the Middle East, where Islam is predominant, and they are given their off day on Friday. So those people who keep Sabbath, it has been discovered that they live a certain percentage of life way above those people that work Sunday to Sunday, those people that work Monday to Monday or Tuesday to Tuesday, those people that do not rest at all. It has been discovered that those people who take rest, who take Sabbath, they live a certain percentage, I can't remember the percentage, but they live a certain percentage of time extra above those who work throughout, that do not keep Sabbath. What does this tell you? And the researcher or the person that was giving, I don't know how true this is, but it is something that was somewhere that I was watching. The person was saying that it has been discovered that for every day that they Sabbath, for every day that they rest, it is like they are added an extra year. Every day of their life that they rest, they keep Sabbath, it has been discovered that God adds for them an extra year. You can dispute this. If you are listening to this and you are shaking your head and saying, I don't believe it, I don't blame you. But the wisdom of God is way above human wisdom. And God will never tell you to do something that is to your disadvantage. I promise you that. God will never ever tell you to do something that is to your disadvantage. Believe you me. Anything that God tells you to do is to your advantage. Is to your advantage, is to your, advancement. With that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, join me tomorrow as we start the book of Deuteronomy and, continue this journey. Until then, may God bless you. May God keep you. May God lift you higher than I am. Shalom, and keep the faith.